Welcome to the Pick Six Podcast. This is your boy Cal. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 5. Joined once again with my co-host Carlos. What's good?
What's good, buddy? It's the world famous dog _1-2. You know me from NLB fame, Mr. Top 5 Dead Alive, man. Let's get it. I'm excited for the show today.
Well, that's good. Also joined for the second time, Bo. What's good?
What's going on, dude?
How y'all fellas doing today, man?
Doing good. Enjoying this Friday evening.
Feeling great. Just got out the gym, man.
You know, myself, it was a hot day today for myself. It was some heat. I ain't talking about no temperature. I'm talking about that heat Jay-Z dropped last night.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it.
That shit, man, that shit gonna set the world on fire, man. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, I listened to the first track like 3 times in a row. I ain't gonna lie.
I only heard it was like 10 songs, right?
Yeah. 10 pieces of
all
damn
fire.
I think
yeah.
Jay-Z is back with a vengeance. I mean, damn. But anyway, we're gonna get into today's topic. Well, today's show is pretty much what we're trying to do. We're gonna break down each division as it pertains to CFM. We're gonna tell you what teams we think you should get. We're gonna give you the ins and outs of each team. We're gonna tell you how do we pick teams. We got a couple guys here who are good at team building. So if you don't know how to pick a team, if you struggle to pick teams, if you don't know who you might want to pick, tune in to these next few videos as we go through the different divisions. And tonight we start with one of the, in my opinion, a top 3 division as far as Madden, and it's the AFC North. Do you guys agree that's a top 3 division?
Oh yeah, I honestly think it's one of the best divisions in the AFC conference as a whole.
See, I think it's like, I don't know, man. I get into it, but I think it's like maybe top 4. I may make it 4, man, because there's one team in this division that's kind of lagging, but we'll get into it when we get there.
All right. So first we're going to go with we're going to take a look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know what the Pittsburgh Steelers record was last year in real life. It really don't matter when it comes to CFM. They put out overalls. The overall does not matter when it comes to CFM. Lowe's, can you explain to them why the overall does not matter?
It doesn't matter because you're not looking for great teams, and CFM's run for like 8 to 10 years, depending on where you're playing at. So you're looking for talent and youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, some guys will be like, I want the Patriots because Tom Brady is a 99 overall. But the fucker is 40. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is find those young guys. Like Le'Veon Bell is a great example because he's still like 24 or 23. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he's going to be a top 3 running back. And you can still build around that guy because he's young. So you want to look for strong physical attributes with young guys.
Right. I think that's the 2 keys to building a CFM team is your physical attributes and your age. Because if you're new to CFM or you just don't have a clue, the younger your guys are, the more XP they get, the cheaper their attributes are, and the more XP they get for awards. Bo, do you what was your experience with building a CFM team last year opposed to the years before? Because it seemed like last year you really learned a lot, and you had one of the top teams as far as roster wise.
Well, really, I took my lumps. I mean, I usually have a tendency of just falling for one player. And then once I get that player, then I don't give a shit about the rest. I mean, in past Maddens, I took the Giants because of Odell. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I love Odell. I mean, Lowe's is a Cowboy fan, and he's a huge Odell fan. And you being a Tiger fan, of course, Odell. So, but this year, I've learned from my mistakes. I watched the top guys, build teams, and I really just copycatted a lot of people. Youth, speed. I mean, the athletes. So I learned from that.
Right, and a lot of guys, I see it on Twitter all the time. I see it on Twitter all the time that guys they hit up Rex, or not Rex, or the ratings guy about a guy overall. His overall is not right. His overall is too low. But in CFM, you want your overall to be as low as possible. You want it to be low. Why do you want it to be low? Because he can get more XP. His attributes are a lot cheaper. The contract is a lot cheaper. And the way the game is set up, awareness is such a big chunk of the overall. You could have a guy that's a wide receiver with 99 speed, catching traffic, route running, blocking, everything. But his awareness is damn 60, so his overall is 75 or 82 or something like that. So you have this beast, you have this Megatron sitting here, 6'5", 99 speed beast, who's an 82 overall. Then his contract come up. He only gonna want 6 years, maybe $15 million. You agree, Los? I know you agree, but you can expound on it.
Well, shit. I mean, you pretty much covered it all, man. Like, that's where guys make their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that smarts make them better players on Madden, when in the truth, those receivers are just going to run the routes they're supposed to. So if you just power them up everywhere else except the brain, it keeps the overall down. Like, you could give a guy with those type of attributes that Kyle named out, you could give him 5 fucking awareness points, and his overall will jump 5 fucking numbers, and you just making him harder to return to your team when contract time comes. So you got to stay sharp, you know what I'm saying, when you building your team. Like, some positions you may want to give awareness. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's the last shit that I do. But, you know what I'm saying, you just build everything else besides awareness, bro.
In the way that Madden's been set up, it's like awareness has not even been important. I mean, you might say, well, the guy's going to be dumb without awareness, but I've seen guys going, like Armani in our league. Armani went on a damn 60-game win streak. This dude, DB's awareness, they didn't have no awareness. They didn't have no awareness, but they were all over the field. I mean, it doesn't matter. And, Bo, do you agree that awareness doesn't do you think it matters, or do you believe it don't matter?
It doesn't matter. Honestly, you can bump a quarterback's awareness 99, and he'll be a 99 overall, but you're still making the decisions for him. I think for awareness for a quarterback or something that you use is stupid, honestly. I know it's a Madden attribute and all this, and like awareness has been around ever since, Madden's been around, but I mean, it has no meaning to the game at all.
Right now, I think until they actually change that, I think awareness is. If you build a CFM team, I'm telling you, the last thing to build is awareness. Don't spend your money on awareness. Don't do it, fellas.
Even if it's cheap, don't spend it.
You're just gonna mess the guy up. You're just gonna jack his overall up. Then everything gonna be expensive. His contract is gonna be expensive. He won't get nothing for far as attributes. His awards will go down. Just don't do it. Just keep the awareness down. But we're gonna take a look at these Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers are one of the better teams. One of the better teams in Madden. I think they're kind of old at some positions, but but I think they also have a lot of youth at a lot of positions that you can use. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the quarterback situation. We all know the quarterback for the Steelers is Big Ben, but Big Ben is 35 years old.
Yeah, he up there.
So
I think he's old.
So for CFM, he's not gonna last long. His attributes are not that great. So, Los, you agree that Big Ben is pretty much a 1 year till you get your backup right, or don't even play with him at all to start it off?
I'm not playing with him. I'm trading Big Ben the minute I put my damn disc in the game. You know what I'm saying? If I got the Steelers. Because I know we speaking on the Steelers quarterback situation, and they got that kid out of Tennessee.
Right.
And, like, he's a rookie, and he's mobile. So you'll be able to build that guy from day one, and you can trade Ben. Like, guys in our league are hip. So the best you may get for Ben is like a 2, my nigga. If that. You know what I'm saying? So you move Ben, pick up a pick, and then you go with Dobbs. That's just what I'd do.
Yeah, I'll go with Dobbs. Dobbs is a rookie. He's only 22 years old. I mean, he's very young. 6'3". I think he ran like a 4.65 in the 40.
He's in there way.
So he'd be mobile. I'll start Joshua Dobbs, and I'll just sit Big Ben on the bench just in case Dobbs get hurt, or that's the only way I put Big Ben in if Dobbs get hurt. Even if I throw 12 interceptions with Dobbs, I still wouldn't put in Big Ben. I'll roll with Dobbs. You agree with that, Bo?
Yeah, I think you start with Dobbs, you throw him in the fire, and like you said, you throw 12 picks, you take your lumps. I mean, even if he doesn't have an outstanding season or game, he's at least getting some XP. He's getting some better than starting Big Ben, who's not going to get anything. I mean, like what Lowe said, trade him for a second. I don't think many guys in our league, I don't know about other leagues, many guys aren't going to get anything for Big Ben. He's better off holding the clipboard on the bench until he retires. I think he actually signed an extension, so that signing bonus is going to hurt.
Right.
Jesus.
I must think about his contract. How much is Big Ben making?
You know he's one of the higher paid quarterbacks. I think Big Ben's an elite quarterback to me.
I do too. I think he's elite.
I think he's a top 10 quarterback regardless. That's not debatable.
Yeah, as far as real life, but as far as Madden, he's not a top 32 quarterback to me. He's just a waste of time.
He's gonna have the physical. I mean, he's gonna have throw power. He's gonna have accuracy in Madden. He's gonna have a little bit of speed too.
But I say, as far as CFM, I don't think you even waste your time on him. Don't even waste your time on him.
Throw ups in the fire.
All you're gonna do is set your team back. I mean, if you think that you have the horses to go that 1 year, you wanna try to get out there that first year and try to win your first Super Bowl, and you wanna go with Big Ben, and you don't want to sacrifice your quarterback and try to build a quarterback, then go ahead. But other than that, I wouldn't do it.
It's setting you behind. You're gonna be behind.
Yeah, Big
Ben. That whole AFC North is young. That whole, besides the Bengals, I think the Ravens they're an older team too, but Cleveland's got a young squad, and you don't need to be behind the 8 ball, holding on to these old ass quarterbacks or old ass position players.
Right. Big Ben signed a 4-year, $87.4 million contract. He's making his base salary for the next 3 years is $12 million. Signing bonus $6 million a year.
Ooh.
So
you're stuck with him.
I don't know if you're stuck. I still get rid of him. I just eat that cap.
I eat that. Yeah, I eat that, bro.
And you gotta think, Joshua Dobbs, I don't remember what round he was picked. He was picked in the later rounds, so his contract isn't hefty at all. It's a low contract.
Right. But then we're gonna go into our next position group where keeping Big Ben might pose a problem. Could you go to the running backs and Le'Veon Bell is sitting out? Well, I don't know if he's sitting out officially, but they said he's sitting out for a bigger contract. Le'Veon Bell's only 25 years old. He's a top 3 running back in the league, if not the top running back. So his contract is going to be ridiculous. And other than Le'Veon Bell, you also have James Conner. He had decent.
Yes, sir.
He's okay. James Conner I think he's a better pass rusher than running back.
He's a feel good story. So he's a little bit overhyped. He's a Pittsburgh kid.
Right.
He survived. He fought cancer. So he's a feel good story, and everybody's rooting for the kid.
Go ahead.
I don't think he's gonna be over 87 speed, so he's gonna be a cut for me. You can have that story. I'll send him right to you.
I'd take him.
He might actually be if you have a CFM where you could switch positions anywhere, I don't know if Madden's gonna do it, but James Conner is really a really good pass rusher because he played defense too. So if they gave him some defensive attributes, you might could put him on defense if that's what your CFM allows you to do. But I don't know if Madden's gonna go that deep into his attributes, so we'll see. We also have Now Davis. Now Davis is pretty much, he's not buildable. He's pretty much like he's just a guy back there just in case. Yeah, he's just a guy there just in case. We also have
he's really a return.
He got some juice though. He gonna have like 92 speed.
Yeah. He's a guy like he's your change of pace guy. He's if your starter is tired and you gotta have somebody else in there. You might use him as a returner also. Since he's a running back, he won't fumble as much, got a little speed. I might put him back there as a returner. Also running back, you got Trey Williams from A&M. He was like a little scat back. 5'7".
I thought he was gonna be so nice, bro.
He's tiny.
5'7", 200, but he's also 24 years old. Second year, I guess it'd be a third year. Let's go to the wide receivers. We know you got Antonio Brown. What do you do with Antonio Brown? Do you keep him? Do you trade him? Get them pieces for him? What do you do with Antonio Brown?
I'm moving AB for a check because you still got the prodigy, Martavius. You got Eli Rogers, and you got Mr. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Hey, Juju,
remember that name?
Juju, one of my favorite
receivers.
Like
20. Man. Juju like 20. I call him Baby Dez, man. Juju is gonna be a name if the right use get it. He gonna be a monster.
Outside of Madden, Paul George just got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Fuck out of here.
You bullshit.
I just saw the update.
Wow.
He did, bro. Oh my God.
Russell has got a 3 now.
Wow, dog.
Hey, it don't matter. He's a 1-year rental. He coming to L.A. Westbrook and Paul George to L.A., baby, next year. Year after next. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know Juju one of my favorite receivers, man. I think Juju is highly slept on, man. And I didn't know he was 20 though. I didn't know he was 20. 20?
Yeah, he's only 20, dog.
He's on your team for the whole release. The whole release, he's on your team.
And won't lose attributes.
Oh my! I didn't realize he was only 20. You got Antonio Brown. So if you trade Antonio Brown, you could trade him for whatever deficiencies you have in your you think you might have. You still have Martavis Bryant, Eli Rogers, like Lo said, Juju. They got DHB also. I mean, he all right.
Yeah, man, it'd be a 4 receiver.
They have a guy named Kobe Hamilton. The big body 6'2" guy. He's not very fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's okay, but he's 26, so he's not buildable. DeMarcus Ayers. I don't know too much about DeMarcus Ayers from Houston. He's 22. All right, let's go to offensive line. We don't really care about offensive line. I mean, until Madden shows us that offensive line matters, I'm not even gonna waste my time on offensive line. Do you guys?
Please don't. No, I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Lowe's so excited for the Cowboys' offensive line, and they were non-existent.
Bruh. I mean,
now, nigga was beating Tyron with a goddamn journeyman defensive end. Fuck offensive line.
Yeah, we don't take too much stock to offensive line. I mean, you're better off just finding that guy in your league that who cherishes. Find the guy in your league who loves offensive linemen, and trade your offensive lineman and get you a check, and then draft you some offensive linemen and build them, because these guys they tune it too much where it even matters. So we're not even gonna talk about offensive linemen. Tight end, they got rid of the fast guy. They got rid of
Ladarius Green.
Yeah, Ladarius Green was gone. He didn't do anything.
He was hurt.
I don't know if he hurt or not, but he didn't do shit. But they have 2 twin towers in Pittsburgh at tight end. When I say twin towers, goddamn twin motherfucking towers. They got Jesse James. He's 6.
That's the guy.
He's 6'7". Then they got a rookie tight end named Faison Odom. He is 6'8".
What school did he go to?
He went to Fordham.
Oh.
6'8". You got a 6'7" and 6'8" tight ends. Imagine the red zone. 6'7", 6'8". You got Martavis Bryant, 6'4". And don't forget they got Justin Hunter too from Tennessee. He's 6'4". You got Juju, 6'1". Man, you got height all over the damn place. If you like to throw the high pass, if you like the possession catch, Pittsburgh might be the team for you as far as offense. What you guys think?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
One of the tight ends you didn't mention was Xavier Grimble. I think he's going to end up, season-wise, I think he might pull out to be a starter.
I don't know. What was his 40 time?
I don't know. I know his catching was a little bit off, but I liked him towards the end. You know, they were shuffling, James and Ladarius Green when he was hurt. I liked Xavier Grimble a lot.
Man, with all that size, like you let a guy like Carmen get Pittsburgh, it's going to be ridiculous because he's going to focus on building speed with that 6'4", 6'7", 6'8". He going to give you living hell in that red zone with that high pass, bro, with the jump catch. So, yes, that Pittsburgh is a fucking problem. They're a top 5 Madden team.
Xavier Grimble running 4'9". This nigga, he's an extra offensive lineman. He's not making my team. But I'm telling you, man, this Faison Odom cat, he's interesting to me. I've never who the only 6'8" tight end we had is the guy
Rico.
from the Cowboys,
Eddie
right?
God.
Rico.
Eddie God.
Man, you imagine you get this guy, if you build him just the first year, just feed him drags all damn game and build his speed up. Man,
Yep.
that's crazy. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to the defensive side of the ball. We're gonna go to the
Oh,
defense.
my
The defense, the defense is gonna be nice. It's Pittsburgh. That's the culture. The defense is gonna be nice. The defensive ends, we got Cameron Hayward. You can't really build him. He is what he is, but he's nice. He's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have him for a good 3 to 4 seasons.
You got who else a defensive end? They drafted a guy, Christian Brown. I don't know too much about him. They have a guy named Nelson Adams. I don't know too much about him. Who else at defensive end, you guys? I think you might have to move one of them linebackers down to defensive end.
That's what I was just about to get at, man. They got them young boys at linebacker like T.J. Watt and number 48, who they got last year. It depends on what type of defense you like running, but
Right.
I'd put them guys at end. You know what I'm saying? And had them screaming off the edge and just get 2 more linebackers to go with Shazier.
Right, so you have T.J. Watt and who else? Bud Dupree at end. Would you put them?
There
at
is
end?
Dupree. Yes, I would have them at end.
That's what I would do too. I put both of them at the end. Linebackers, I have Ryan Shazier. Who else they have?
They got this rook, Keon Adams. I think he like a 4.67. I don't know. I think that's what, like 84 speed in Madden.
That's decent. But he's a rookie, so he's only 22, 6'2", 245.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can build him. So yeah.
And we not moving safeties to linebacker anymore. So 84 speed is nice now.
Right. And if you're in the league that you can move safety to linebacker, you have guys like what's his name? Mike Mitchell. You have they don't have what's his name anymore?
No, Shamarko Thomas?
Yeah, Shamarko Thomas.
No.
I don't think Shamarko was small though, wasn't he? He didn't fit the
he
bill.
was like a Bob Sanders type of guy.
But he was he always had hit power though.
Yes, sir. Kept 90 on deck.
We go to secondary. You have at cornerback you have Artie Burns. Artie Burns is a pretty good cornerback as far as CFM. He's still only 22 years old because he came in the league at 20, so he's still really young. He's 6 foot. Who else we got?
Golson, dog. Golson got crazy attributes like agility. He's only 90 speed, but his agility and his acceleration like 94. I saw last year, and he was, he never got built, but he was like that. So, he might be, 24 now, 25?
That's my Sinquez?
Yes.
He's only 23.
Damn.
23. You also have your rookies. You're going to have Cameron Sutton from Tennessee. He's only 22. And... the other guy you wanted to talk about.
Brian Allen.
Yeah. 6'3". 6'3", 215.
He's my still a sleeper, dog. 6'3", 4'4", 4'4", 40. So that's a gem. He's a gem.
Man, you got Brian Allen 6'3" on one side. You have Artie Burns on the other side, 6 foot. Both the Brian Allen's 20. Only thing about Brian Allen, he's 23. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but you want a guy 22 and below as far as rookies. But it's not terrible. You just got to know that you need to put your resources into Brian Allen like first season. Build him as fast as possible. Because once these guys hit 26, everything shoots up. The speed shoots up. Everything shoots up.
Yeah, that secondary would be the first thing I'd work on as soon as I walked into Pittsburgh.
It's not that bad. You also have my boy Greg Ducray. He's 25 though, but he's serviceable till you draft somebody.
He's a physical guard.
You got Ross Cockrell. He's been around for a long time. I think this Brendan Dixon. I think he's the one that played with my Saints. He has a twin brother, Brian Dixon. I think
Didn't he go to Mississippi State or something like that?
He went to Northwest Missouri State, but he's around a 90 speed cornerback guy, so you can use him also.
I like Sean Davis, their second-year safety they got last year, along with Artie Burns.
Right, I was about to talk about safety. Would you move Brian Allen to free safety at 6'3", or you leave him at corner?
I'm leaving him at corner.
He'd have to play safety for me.
I'm leaving him at corner, man. I mean, it'd be too many 6'5" guys that's just mousing your corners out there. Once I get a 6'2", 6'3", you got to play corner for me, man.
Like, it also depends on what defense you like to run. Like if you're a cover 2 guy, you might want your taller guys at safety.
Yeah, like have them on an island, kind of.
Right, and you want because the one thing with the taller cornerbacks, their agility is not going to be great because the taller guys won't have great hips. So the agility won't be as great as far as running the zones. So I probably would drop him back there at safety also, just for them jump balls. So far as Pittsburgh as a whole, you guys think it's a good team?
Yeah, Pittsburgh is a good team. They're not a real young team, but they have youth in good positions. They have them their linebacker. They have them the receivers. They got a quarterback. Their secondary is iffy. I'm not a big fan of their secondary. Le'Veon Bell is huge for them. Like you said, they're 2 tight ends. That's a matchup.
Right.
As for me, Pittsburgh is the perfect Madden team. They got youth at all their key positions except safety. I'd move Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and me personally, I'd even move Le'Veon Bell. I know that sounds crazy, But I'd move Le'Veon Bell for a king's ransom, and you'll be able to fill every hole on your team with that, with young picks and young players.
But like, I probably wouldn't go that far. But I see the method because, like I said, the way I build teams, I like to build my defense first. I think you could get by with an average offense. I think your defense can be your offense, especially in Madden with the turnovers. Your defense can put you in positions where it's easier to score. So, but next we're gonna go with one of my favorite teams in the Madden. One of my favorite teams. This was like when I came into the league. This was the team it was the last team. It was the last team available, but I picked them the next year. And man, they're looking really good now. This is gonna be a really good CF team. I'm talking about the Cleveland Browns. What you guys think about these Browns?
Man, I like them. Everybody's gonna talk about Myles Garrett and Jabril Peppers. They're the flashy players, but I like what they did in the free agency. I like they got J.C. Treader. I like when they got Kevin Zeitler from Cincinnati. They got a good. And they got Joe Thomas still, which is, a Hall of Famer easily. Their offensive line is so talented and young. I know you don't want to talk about offensive line. I know that. But it has a good offensive line, Madden-wise, to have throughout a release.
Well, hey, I'm trading them. But let's go by position. As far as your quarterback, they got rid of RG3. He's gone. RIP RG3. Man. You have the rookie, Deshaun Kaiser, only 21 years old, 6'4", gonna have a big arm, not as mobile, but he has a little wiggle. And you also gonna have Brock. If you like Brock, you like your big quarterback, so Brock gonna have the big arm. He's 6'8". I wouldn't deal with Brock. Brock's 26. I'll trade Brock. Somebody want him. I'll ride with Deshaun Kaiser from the gate. Los, what you think?
We was talking about this before, you know what I'm saying? And I know you think he's damn near a statue, but I mean, when I think about it, I don't scramble much. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do it that much. So I'd go with Kaiser and make him a god by year 3 because he's going to have a huge arm. So, and he's young, so it'll be easy to boost that guy and make him a good player, man.
I just think I don't run a lot with the quarterback, but I just like that option. You know what I'm saying? If I just want the option. It's not a deal breaker, but I'll ride with Deshaun Kaiser. I think he'd be a very good CFM player. He's young. He's really young. So
hell, give him some speed.
Right. So at running back, the running back is not the greatest situation, but you have some players that you can use. You have Duke Johnson, which I don't know what happened to Duke Johnson. I thought Duke Johnson was going to be a beast. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man.
Got my boy Terrence McGee out of LSU. He going to be slow as hell. Who else they got? Isaiah Crowell.
I thought he was going to be a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Atkinson. I thought he was going to be a dog, too. They got a bunch of running backs who supposed to have been dogs. It just didn't work out. I don't know what happened to these guys. So you're running back in your best situation. They have a rookie named Matthew Days from NC State, 5'8", 205, 22 years old. Anybody y'all know anything about him?
No. Nah. I was hoping Cleveland would give our running back from Dallas. They picked him up off waivers some reps, but they ended up cutting him. I forgot his name. You know what
Jackson?
I'm talking about?
Was it Jackson?
It's Jackson.
Darius? Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Matthew Days only running 4.66, so yeah, he ain't gonna make the cut.
Yeah. You gotta address the running back position if you take the Browns.
Yeah, you have to get the running back. The receivers though, you got some heated receiver. You know you got your boy Corey Coleman. He's still on 22. Corey Coleman made
that boy God last year. Yeah,
man, he gonna eat. You got Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt still only Where is he at? Where is he? He's still only. Well, he's 28. What I'm looking at?
He's a good possession.
Oh, I was thinking about Ricardo Lewis. Ricardo Lewis only 23, 6'2", 23 years old. You could build
what
him.
What the wheels do?
What's that?
What the wheels do?
Ricardo Lewis?
He's not.
Yeah.
I'll have to look him up. Do y'all guys remember what the speed was?
No,
I don't.
Nobody, the owner from the Browns, all he really did was throw drag. So
Ricardo Lewis came from Seattle, right?
Yeah,
that's Ricardo Lockett, ain't it?
Oh,
no, that's
Ricardo Lockett.
Yeah, Ricardo Lewis. I'm trying to think. I think he's the kid from Bowling Green.
No, he's from Auburn.
Oh, never mind then. I'm a totally different guy. I think he's not the Giants.
Give me 1 second.
Ricardo Lewis must be a bum, man.
I'm trying to look him up because he was in the league last year. So I'm gonna look up his end of season attributes. Like I say, he's still only 23 years old. So if he has at least 90, I think you could work with him. Oh, his speed is 91. Yeah. 91 speed, 90 acceleration. So you can work with him.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
So you have him and you have Corey Coleman. I don't think they don't have any rookie wide receivers. None.
No, they didn't draft any.
You got Jordan Payton from last year. He should be decent. They don't have too much height. They got Kenny Britt. He's 6'3", but he's old. He's 28 years old. So you got Mario Alford. He'd probably be a kick returner. He's a small guy, 25 years old. He got some speed. So
he got no
they
hit.
Fuck him out his speed though.
He got no hit.
I look at the tight ends. You got the guy from Miami. He's probably gonna be. He's not gonna be a blazer, but he's gonna be one of your guys with a high overall because he's a really good player. David Njoku.
Yes.
Njoku, whatever.
And I think he's gonna be one of the best tight ends in this draft. I like him a lot.
One of the best or the best?
I think when it's all said and done, he's gonna be one of the best. He's gonna be the best in the draft class for sure.
Oh, because I think the best tight end as far as CFM wise is over there in New York. So
man, come on.
We'll talk about him later.
I'm gonna go with OJ, bro.
I'm talking about the guy in New York who run the damn four. What do you run a four something?
4-4-3.
Yeah, that guy's gonna be a monster in CFM. All right, tight ends, you got Njoku. He's 6'4". There's another rookie, Taylor McNamara, 6'5", 22 years old from Southern Cal. I don't know too much about him. You guys know anything about him?
No, I never heard of him, honestly.
No, he didn't jump on my radar when I was going through my shit, bro.
I'm trying to look up his 40 time.
Was he a UDFA?
I'm thinking he is.
Might have been. I know as soon as they drafted.
Oh, he ran a 4.78. So yeah, he's not gonna. He probably won't make the cut. All right, goes to offensive line. Now we're leaving the offensive line. Well, both they got some young guys. Get rid of them. Just move them. I mean, you can keep them or get rid of them. I get rid of them.
Like you said, as long as if Madden shows us that the blocking is fixed and everything's good, then offensive line will be a difference maker.
I put it like this. I saw one of those clips leaked from EA Play. I seen Michael Orr on an island handling whoever the hell that was rushing. I don't care who it was. Michael Orr is complete trash. That guy sucks.
No, he was on a roster still.
So if Michael Orr can, if he can play left tackle on the island and block, God, I'll put him by a damn lineman. till I see otherwise.
Just get a bunch of young guys out of free agency and roll with them.
All right, as far as your defense, so defensive line, you know the big guy here would be Mr. Myles Garrett, 6'4", 272, only 21 years old. He ran like a 4.65ish, 4.65ish.
Yeah,
somewhere around there. He's a bigger Von Miller, not as fast, but not as fast. Not faster, but as fast. Who else would you put on the other side of defensive line, defensive end?
They already got Emmanuel Ogbah from last year.
Right.
He's
you know
23.
what I'm saying?
He's 23.
This was on my radar for the Browns. Their defensive line is gonna be stupid. They drafted 2 DTs, so they got 2 rookie DTs that you could just build all them guys together. They gonna be a terror, bro.
And they still got Danny Shelton.
Yes, they do, and like that's.
Oh my! I forgot about him.
They still have Danny Shelton. That's the type of defense that you can run a 3-4 or a 4-3, and
my goodness,
you don't
bro.
have any problems.
I think approaching it from CFM wise, I probably trade Danny Shelton. He's gonna be the more polished guy. He's gonna have the highest overall. So I trade Danny Shelton, work with them young guys, and get some. Maybe try to get a running back with Danny Shelton, or get another wide receiver, a possession wide receiver.
OLBs.
You know what I'm saying? So I do it like that. Linebackers, I really like Christian Kirksey. Christian Kirksey is one of my favorite linebackers in the game. I love Christian Kirksey.
I made that boy a star, man.
Los always liked him, and like he's actually grown a lot. You know, he's a really good player.
Then you also gonna have Mr. Jamie Collins out there. He's not the youngest guy. He's 27. I think he had a big contract also, right?
Yeah, but he didn't re-sign for a ridiculous amount. That's why New England traded him. Either that or New England said that he couldn't understand a playbook or something like that.
Well, they say he
that's true.
They say he freelanced too much, but this Madden, I don't really care about that. But
yeah, exactly.
He signed the 4-year, $50 million contract with the Browns, $5 million signing bonus, 26.4 guaranteed. So he pretty much probably gonna stay on your roster because he just signed it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Really, that's not a bad contract because, like you said, he's 27. By the time he starts really regressing, he's out of his contract, and you're not worried about it.
Jamie Collins on the first thing smoking. If I'm the Browns.
See, the only thing about Jamie Collins, the only thing about trading him, unlike Big Ben, Jamie Collins gonna be in his first year of his deal, so you gonna absorb the whole bonus. So that's the only problem with trying to get rid of Jamie Collins. Is there any sleepers that running back? I see a rookie named B.J. Bello from Illinois State, 6'2", 229. Dominique Alexander, 6 foot. Well, he's not. He's been in the league for 2 years. Los, do you see any sleepers at linebacker other than these 2 that we named?
That's a need spot for me with the Browns. All I got is Kirksey and Collins.
Right. So, yeah. So we're going to upgrade that. Let's go to the defensive backfield. Oh man. Joe Hayden, he's gonna be one of your better cornerbacks, but he's up in the age. He's 28 now.
Yeah.
So it seemed like Joe Hayden was just drafted not too long ago. He's 28 now. And you also have they got rid of what's his name, right? Justin Gilbert is gone.
Yeah,
he's been gone.
He's agent.
All that speed gone. Who else got at the cornerback? Any sleepers at cornerback?
I like Jamar Taylor. I mean, he's proved a lot last year, and I think he's gonna be a pretty good guy.
Did you see any sleepers at
Jamar went to the I didn't know Jamar went to the Browns, bro.
Oh, I forgot about Howard Wilson. Howard Wilson's going to be a good DB from Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Howard Wilson's going to be a good DB for them. I don't know his 40 time off the rip.
They got old Burley from Seattle, bro.
Who?
Burley, Marcus
Oh,
Burley.
Marcus
He played
Burley.
in Seattle. Yes, sir.
Howard Wilson running 4.57. What is? I mean,
Yeah.
he's only
Young
he's
dude,
he's only 21 though, so I might move him to safety
Yeah, he might play safety. That's the only.
because his stuff will still be cheap. So I probably move him to safety. I don't think I can trust him at cornerback, but I move him to safety. Najee Murray. I don't know too much about that guy. They picked up Calvin Pryor. You can plug him in at strong. I don't know. Pryor or Peppers? Who you starting at strong safety?
Pryor. I'm starting Pryor.
Yeah, I'm putting
strong safety, and I'm gonna have Jabril as a free safety. I just don't think Jabril Peppers can tackle in real life or in Madden.
Right. I don't know about Peppers at free safety. I mean,
he's too light. I never see like.
I mean, I don't care about the as far as Madden, the weight don't matter. His coverage is not gonna be good at all. You gonna have to, and I don't know if his speed really gonna. What was his 40 time?
He ran like a 4.43 though, didn't he? 4.44.
I don't think so.
Shit, he did have a good 40. He had a good 40. Like his 40 was so good that the Browns so depleted in the secondary, you damn near gonna have to play him at cornerback.
So you move Peppers to cornerback?
Yes, his 40 was pretty fucking good. 4.45 at the most. Or was it 4.47? I know I ain't tripping.
So he'd probably be around, 91, maybe 92?
And then he got the height speed. So he gonna have like 92 speed, bro.
Would you trade Hayden year one? Or would you move him to safety? What would you do with Hayden?
You damn near have to play him at safety. But that corner...
No, I think the Browns' secondary probably needs work. So you might have to keep Hayden for a year. Unless you could trade him for somebody younger who with potential. Maybe a young fast guy. I'll trade him for a young fast guy and maybe a running back. Package that together. But other than that,
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough because like Hayden hadn't had really good years. You know what I'm saying? Last year he was getting his ass cooked. So I don't know how good he's gonna be.
Right. And I also forgot to bring up I think Josh Gordon still would be on the roster.
Yeah. But he's older now, isn't he? How old is he?
He's only 26. He's still somebody will want Josh Gordon because he'll still have good numbers. He's 6'3", only 26. So somebody will want him, and I think he's still be in that roster. He's still on the roster.
Oh yeah, I mean, and Madden's notorious on keeping players that are suspended on the roster. I mean, Justin Blackman was on Madden for 3 more years, and he took his snap.
Right. All right. So far as let's wrap up the Browns. What's y'all overall on the Browns?
I think the Browns are easy. You got to get a good team builder with the Browns. If you're a sorry team builder and you can't progress certain positions, the Browns is not for you. But if you're an elite player and you decide to trade back in our team selection and take the Browns, it'd be a good fit.
The Browns have plenty young moldable pieces, man. They're great. They're not great. They're not the Steelers, but they're going to be a good CFM team simply because of all that young talent that's on the defensive side of the football.
I agree. I like the Browns. If I was to move down, like in our league, we have draft day trades for teams. So if I was to move down with pieces and can pick the Browns up, the Browns be they're already good. I think they'd be a really good team if you pick up pieces and pick them up. Let's go to the next team, which I think is probably the weakest team in the division. It's going to be your not as great. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens.
I agree.
Yeah, they not sexy this year, man.
All right, at quarterback, you got Mr. Joe Flacco, 32 years old. As far as a backup, you have Ryan Mallett. He's 29. And you have a guy named Dustin Vaughn from A&M. He's 26. So I think off the rip, you're going to need a quarterback. You're going to need a quarterback for this team. I wouldn't roll with none of these guys. Maybe 1 year until I could draft somebody. I roll with Flacco because he'll have decent numbers. I roll him for 1 year. That's about it for quarterbacks. Running backs,
Nothing.
running backs not that.
Kenny, if there was Davis at running back,
Dixon. He's not a burner. He's not.
Yeah,
a burner.
he's trash. Like these guys.
This team in our Madden selection, this team outside of Armani, this team is a bottom 25 team, easily.
Yeah, man, you gotta agree with that, Bo.
Even after their draft, they didn't draft anything that I'm just like, oh, I gotta have this team. It's not.
No. They got them 2 boys from Alabama.
Yeah, they got the Alabama boy.
They got Humphrey at cornerback, and they got Tim Williams at outside linebacker. Then they got another nice outside linebacker, I think from UH. What's his name?
We'll get
Bowser
to it.
Or something. Go ahead.
Bowser.
As far as running back, you got Kenneth Dixon, Javarius Allen, Tyler Farrell, Terrence West, Danny Wood. I mean, they got a rookie, Taquan Mazel, but he only ran a 4.55. He's 5'10", 197. He's 23 years old. So I think going to the first 2 positions, you're gonna need a quarterback and a running back. Off the rip, you're gonna need both.
And that's not a good thing to have to start off a Madden franchise.
With a wide receiver, you're going to have Mr. Perriman. Mr. Perriman's still a burner, still only 23 years old. So you have that for you. You have that working for you.
Yeah.
Maybe trade Perriman and get you a quarterback and running back, or.
But
I'm keeping Perriman. They got a big rook that they got out of I forget his last name. It's the funny last name. He like 6'4", 6'3", or something like that. Adebayo, I don't know it, something like that. But he's a big dude, so you can, if you prepping and making Perriman good, you can work on him as well.
Right.
Yeah, but Perriman's been in the league how long? 3 years? I mean, and he hasn't done anything in 3 years. If he doesn't start off as a slow development, I'm going to be really disappointed in Madden. I mean, like seriously, and I was a big fan of Kevin White. These 2 running receivers were supposed to, take the league running, and they haven't done anything. They've stayed hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
You also have. They got Kenny Bell. Kenny Bell got a little speed. He's 25. You can't really build him, but he has some speed. He was with the Vikings, right? They're just taking Kenny Bell from the Vikings.
What? I think he was with the Titans.
This is not the same Kenny Bell that was with the Vikings.
That's the kid from Alabama, ain't he?
No, he's from Nebraska.
He had a fro though, right? Light skinned kid.
Yeah, the fro.
I don't know. If I don't know him, he garbage.
That's true.
Well, he played with Tampa Bay. Okay, played with Tampa Bay, nice with the Ravens. But I think he has a little speed. I'm not sure. Also, a wide receiver. You have Chris Matthews. He's 6'5", but he's also 27 years old. So you really can't do too much with him. They have a rookie from Utah, 6'4", 208, 23 years old, named Tim Patrick. Do anybody know anything about Tim Patrick?
No, man. These guys are trash, bro. I keep looking at the roster and I don't see shit.
Well,
bro.
hold up. Tim Patrick running 4.47 at the pro day. So 6'4", 4.47. To go along with Perriman, do you have Mike Wallace? You're gonna have Jeremy Maclin. I mean, these guys not young, but they're serviceable.
You gotta move Macklin and Wallace, bro. Them boy, I don't know, man.
If Steve Smith can come out of retirement, then they might have something. Danny Woodhead can catch.
But he's so old though. I don't know. As far as CFM, you can't really do anything with him. I mean,
but honestly, Danny Woodhead's your best running back because Kenneth Dixon's ass.
Yeah, this offense is not great. They have some speedy wide receiver, but let's go to the tight ends. You got speedy tight end with Darren Waller, 6'6" tight end. He's gonna be a 90 speed guy, so he's gonna stretch the field. And you also got Max Williams, he's a very good tight end.
Max dope, yo.
Good run.
Yes. And he gonna have like 82 speed.
But like you said about Darren Waller, I mean, he can run as fast, but he can't run routes and he can't catch. What's good as speed if he can't catch the ball?
But far as CFM, that's buildable. He's only 24 years
24.
old, so you really got a couple years to get him right. So
I ain't seen Waller progress yet, bruh.
What about Dennis Pitta? Is he retiring or?
I thought they let him go.
Yeah, he's not even on the roster.
Yeah, see, and I mean, he's nothing great, but he was solid hands.
All right, let's go to the defense. The defense look a little better. Got Chris Wormley. I like Chris Wormley. He's a big guy. If you run a 3-4, he's gonna be your guy that's gonna put in the middle of the defensive line, eat up double teams. You got Bronson Kufasi and
I think Kufasi's moving.
Brandon. We got Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is the actual defensive tackle. He's 340 pounds. This is a 3-4 team. I don't really like 3-4 teams. I don't like these big, slow defensive linemen. I get rid of all of them.
But that's the thing, though. If you playing 3-4, you got to have them so your linebackers can move around.
I don't know about
well, not
that.
in Madden. Not in Madden.
Right.
My bad.
I don't like the big slow line. I don't like them at all. They can't rush the passer. They're just lumbering around the field. So I really don't like them. Linebackers, they got Tim Williams from Alabama. I really like Tim Williams.
He's gonna be an end.
Yeah, I'll move him defensive end. Him and Kamale Correa. I probably move him to defensive end also. You got C.J. Mosley. He's a beast.
He's a beast.
That's gonna be the cornerstone of your defense, C.J. Mosley. They got somebody from LSU, Lamar Lewis. He can know running. LSU don't know him. Y'all seen any sleepers at linebacker other than the obvious and C.J. Mosley?
I like Correa a lot. Them losing Orr is going to hurt their team linebacker wise, but I like Correa.
Well, I forgot about Matthew Judo and
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Judon
and Zadarius Smith also. You probably put Zadarius Smith at end with who we said we're gonna put at the end?
Tim Williams. Tim Williams.
Yeah, him and Zadarius Smith. You probably leave Correa.
And you forgetting about the old man, dog.
Who?
Suggs.
I ain't forget about him. He ain't making my roster. I can't do nothing with Terrell Suggs. 34. I mean, I can't do nothing with him.
No, he can't. He's slow. He was slow last year.
He a preseason cut.
Damn, cuz.
No respect.
Hey, it's CFM life. I can't do nothing with him. Let's go to the D. Hello, go ahead.
No, I didn't say nothing.
Let's go to the DBs. You got the guy from Alabama.
Marlon Humphreys, baby.
You got Jimmy Smith. See, the thing with the Ravens DBs, the Ravens love tall cornerbacks. So you have tall cornerbacks with the Ravens. You got 3 6'2" cornerbacks. Tavon Smith, Jimmy Smith, Jimmy Smith, not Tavon Young, my bad. Jimmy Smith, Shabazz, and Sheldon Price. All three of them are 6'2". Then you have Marlon Humphrey, he's 6 foot. Then you got 2 6'1" guys. Then you got your boy from Dallas, the savior, Brandon Carr.
Who said it was
Cut the shit, man. That boy getting cut early, man. I don't know, man. Like they secondary, they got names on them, but they old and trash. Ladarius Webb still on the roster, man. Come on, man. Like you got Humphrey back there, and the Shabazz kid, like he 25? I don't know, but the rest of them cats you can get rid of and start over, man. Even Jimmy Smith.
This team, we're wasting our time. The best player on this team is their damn kicker, for real.
Yeah, this team needs a lot of work. If you a fan, get them. Well,
no disrespect, Armani, but Jesus.
If you're not a fan of the Ravens, I wouldn't even. This the worst.
I didn't know
in the division.
I didn't know they was this bad, dog. Like this is one of the bottom 5 teams. Got to be.
I mean, I don't see too many sleepers. Neither. I don't see anybody that jumps out at me like, oh, I could really use him.
Exactly.
I mean,
maybe you could trade Justin Tucker and get a draft pick for him or something.
And C.J. Mosley and the nobodies, nigga.
I mean, if you trade C.J. Mosley, that's gonna really kill your defense.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you could trade C.J. Mosley. I mean,
you can't. You can't.
You have to. Shit, you got to.
And this team has no depth. No.
What else you gonna trade? What else can you trade?
Man, you gonna have to tank.
John Harbaugh.
Get a tank and get. Man, you gonna have to try to get as many draft picks as possible and tank.
Baltimore's trash.
And build them year 2.
You're gonna have to do like a Jimmy Johnson trade and get a whole bunch of comp picks for real.
Yeah, I don't. This team right here. Nah, it's not the business. Do not pick this team unless you're just a fan. All right, what's the last team?
Even if you're a fan, don't tell anybody that you're a fan.
We're going to the last team, which is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Whoop, whoop.
For your Cincinnati Bengals, let's go position by position. Quarterback, you have the redhead, Andy Dalton. What you doing with Andy Dalton? You keeping him or you trading him?
I'm getting rid of that cat. Like, even in real life, I just think the guy's a bad luck charm. And you got what's the kid from Florida name, Kyle?
My boy, Jeff Driscoll.
You got Driscoll behind him, and Driscoll can move. He like 82, 83 speed, and he's young. So I'd get rid of the red herring, and go with Driscoll.
And they also have A.J. McCarron. A.J. McCarron's I didn't know A.J. McCarron was 26.
He came out when he was like 23, though.
Yeah, he was a 4-year guy, I think.
Oh, well, I rock with Jeff Driscoll. I try to see what I give Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's 29. I'm not really a big Andy Dalton fan. I rock with Jeff Driscoll if I'm not going to draft anybody.
I think A.J. McCarron, he's a decent quarterback, so maybe somebody will take a flyer on A.J. McCarron too.
Nah, G.
Nah, anybody want A.J. McCarron unless they just a fan. Let's go running back. Mixon gonna be out there slapping them hoes, yo. You got Mr. Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon he's gonna be a beast. He's just like Le'Veon Bell. He's a Le'Veon Bell clone to me. He the running style, catching the ball at the backfield, everything about Joe Mixon is I see Le'Veon Bell. What you guys think about Joe Mixon? Hey.
Joe Mixon probably like on a regular year, if he hadn't slapped them people or slapped that girl, like he probably would have been the second back off the board. That's how good Mixon was. And he can run with power. He can juke you out your shoes. He can catch like that. He's a special player. He'll be a special Madden player. Le'Veon Bell, but he's a little faster than Bell to me.
I think Le'Veon Bell had the fastest 40 time at coming out this year, I believe, because he ran.
Le'Veon Bell,
not Le'Veon Bell. Joe Mixon, because he ran. He didn't run at the combine. He wasn't invited to the combine, so he ran at pro day.
Yeah,
and he had the fastest time, which is a 4.45.
You know how pro day times are, though.
Exactly.
What happened?
You know how pro day times are. You know they're always overhyped.
But the thing about it,
yeah.
The thing about it, if you watch him on film, he still has breakaway speed. So, and Madden gonna look at that. They're gonna look at his break. They're gonna look at him the breakaway speed. So I think he's gonna be around the Zeke speed. He'll be around 92, 91, 92, which is a real good area for a rookie.
He's a big name,
right? And he's a big guy. He's 6'1", 228. So
he's a complete back. I'm not a fan because he's an Oklahoma Sooner, but he's a complete back. And he's something to build a team around for sure.
But that's the only him and Trey Carson from A&M. That's the only two running backs on the roster. So you're gonna need another running back.
What happened to Giovanni Bernard?
Who?
Giovanni
Bernard.
And
your boy from LSU.
Okay, they got. I'm looking at the Bengals roster. They have Trey Carson and Joe Mixon as running back. Then they have the other guys as halfbacks.
That's the Bengals, dog.
But you have I forgot. Yeah, my boy Jeremy Hill, Giovanni Bernard, Cedric Perriman. Yeah, I don't even know why he's in the league. Jarvion Williams. Two rookies, Jarvion Williams and Stanley Williams. They're both rookies.
You're going to have to cut one of those running backs. Of course, you're going to keep Mixon. But, Jeremy Hill is going to either be gone or Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni Bernard's got some decent speed. He can catch the ball a little bit. He'd be a good third down back for a team.
So you might could trade Giovanni Bernard. He's still only 25 years old. I mean, you might get like a third round pick for him, a third or a fourth. I mean, something.
Jeremy Hill's young too, though, isn't he?
Jeremy Hill's only 24.
24.
And he's 6'1", 235.
He's kind of like a LeGarrette Blount type of running back, though.
Hey, don't have to say it again. Let's go to. I'm trying to get. Well, hang on. One of their rookie running backs, Stanley Williams. He ran the fourth fastest 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. He ran a 4.44. Or it say 4.51. 4.51. They might show him a little love because they say he's really fast. He just run a slow combine.
Yeah, he might have that acceleration and agility.
So that's probably somebody you could trade. All right, let's get to what everybody want to get to. The wide receiver. The wide receiver situation in Cincinnati is fucking outstanding. It's probably, let me think. As far as Madden CFM, this might be your best wide receiver group in Madden. Anybody disagree?
Damn.
I mean, you got AJ Green. He's a beast. You got the speedster, John Ross. John Ross probably gonna have 102 speed on the damn game. You got him. He's around the same size as ODB. He's a high draft pick, so he'll have good hands. And you don't have to build his speed. Everything goes towards his fucking skills, sir. His skill set. You have to worry about speed.
Catching, really.
Everything got going towards his skill set. So you could knock out. You could probably, if you progress him in preseason, you could probably have him 99 out in preseason.
That's ridiculous, bro.
You gonna end up with John Ross season 3 with fucking 99 run block.
and he's gonna be an impact player. If I had John Ross, he'd be returning kicks, punts. He'd be touching the ball as much as he can, kind of like a Tyreek Hill.
I don't know if I return kicks with him. I don't know if I might return punts, but kick return they be getting hurt sometimes. If he got hurt, I'd probably cry.
But no, dog, you forgot a big boy, Josh Malone.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I'm about to get to him. You go ahead. Okay. You go ahead and talk about him.
Josh Malone is 6'3". Well, he's not that thick, but he ran a 4.40, dog. And he's 21 years old.
Man, I think that wide receiver core is lit, bro. Off the rip.
I never heard anything about Malone.
Man, you got AJ Green, John Ross, Josh Malone. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Trade AJ Green, season 1, ride with Malone, and for the rest of the season. Malone and Ross.
You traded AJ Green?
Yeah.
He's only 20.
It'd be hard.
He's 28. So I see the sense in trading because of his age, but man, the thing with AJ Green, he's so good that even when he starts regressing, he's still going to be good.
Yeah, but there's not enough balls in Cincinnati to be thrown or handed off.
I mean,
that's another truth.
But when you needed that for sure catch, he's there.
You still have Tyler Eifert. But look, you ain't even mentioned Cody Core.
Yeah, Cody Core.
6'3".
6'3", yeah.
He's 6'3", 23 years old, and he ran like a 4.35 or some shit, bro.
But Madden only gave him 90 speed, but with him only being 23, 90 speed is good. I mean, it's not terrible, but you could build him. You could get him to 94, 95. Hey, that's a big body weight. Then
you're right, dog. I have Ross just living in the slot, dog. Them Bengals, bro.
Anyway, jet sweeps, anything to get his hands on the ball.
Then you also have,
yes, sir.
Then you also have Alonzo Russell. Alonzo Russell is 6'4", 206. He's 24 though, but he ran a 4.5. So he's probably gonna have around 88, 89, but he's gonna be 1 year. If you trade AJ Green, he could be your red zone guy.
Yeah.
Then you have the tight ends. You have Tyler Eifert, who's going to be a beast. He is a beast.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy.
I mean, it's Madden.
Mm-hmm.
You know how injuries are too.
Right. But I don't remember him even. Who had him last year in our CFM?
Carmen had him for a little bit.
I don't remember him really getting hurt a lot. So, other tight end. I mean, you have a lot of high tight ends. All the tight ends are 6'6" or 6'5". You got 3 6'6" tight ends: CJ Uzomah, Tyler Croft, and Tyler Eifert. Then you have a 6'5" guy, Mason Schreck. And I think I heard some good things about Mason Schreck from Buffalo. Are y'all familiar with Mason Schreck?
No.
Nah, I ain't checked him out, dog.
I might look up his 40 time. Mason Schreck, Buffalo, 4.76. Yeah, he might not make the cut. All right, offensive line, whatever. All right, let's go to the defense. Lois, you want to go ahead and break down the defense? I know you like the defensive ends, the draft picks they got.
They got Jordan Willis from K-State with a hell of a motor.
Right.
He should have high motor next year, but he ran like a 4.57.
Yep.
And then you got Carl Lawson. I don't know how Carl Lawson slipped that far in the draft. He's listed as an OLB. He'll play defensive end in my scheme with Geno Atkins. And you still got Geno Atkins, who you can trade. You got Dunlap. I don't know how good he's going to be this year because I think he took a dip. But you got them pieces that you can trade for better players. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So Willis and Lawson will be key because they're both rookies and they're young.
Then you also have the guy from last year who's one of my favorite defensive linemen, Andrew Billings.
Oh my God.
From Baylor.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite defensive linemen in real life. And so you could trade Geno and put Andrew Billings right there. And you trade Geno, what you need? Quarterback, you can roll with what's his name? What I said his name was?
Dalton or McCarron or
Driscoll. Halfback, you have Joe Mixon. Wide receiver is good. Tight end is good. Defensive ends will be good. You probably trade him to give a linebacker. Who got a linebacker? They have
Vinny Ray.
Linebackers are kind of weak, though.
Kind of slow.
They got Hardy Nicholson's son, though.
Right.
But he trash, but he got a name, so I'd build him because of his name.
The linebackers aren't fast, but they're good. They're really good. Like, what's his name? The one that said is the dirtiest player. Vontaze Burfict.
Perfect.
You got Burfict. You got Marquise Flowers. You got Vincent Ray. Well, he's kind of old though. They're good. They're just not fast. I mean, season one you can live with them because you won't have too many fast players season one. But you could probably trade Geno and get you a linebacker.
Yep.
Yeah, you could trade Geno, and Geno interior linemen are they're expensive.
Matter of fact, you got Giovanni Bernard, you got Jeremy Hill, and you got Geno Atkins. All three of those guys you could trade and get linebackers. You could solve your linebacker problem right there just with those three. And you could probably trade up. You could probably trade Burfict because somebody probably want Burfict.
Somebody took him last year. I think Courtney took him last year for a check.
Yeah, see, somebody will take him. I wouldn't take him, but somebody will take him.
Too slow.
All right, let's go to the DBs. The cornerbacks, you got Willie Jackson. Nice.
Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick.
Yeah. I probably move him to safety or get rid of him.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick's pretty tall too. Isn't he about
6'2"? But he's always been more of a zone cornerback over man. His zone will be way better. His man is trash.
Leave him at safety then.
You got Kavari Russell will be pretty good. Josh Shaw. Any sleepers at cornerback, Los?
They got the Brandon Williams kid who came from. He played with Willie Jackson at Houston, didn't he?
Brandon Williams.
Yeah, I think he like a 4-4.
I don't see him on the roster. Maybe he's down here hurt or something.
Not Wilson.
Brandon Wilson.
They got him at safety.
Oh, okay. They got him at safety. Okay. They also got the dude from Carolina, Benny. Ben Wickery.
Oh, with the funny last name, yeah.
Ben Wickery. Who do the Bengals got at safety? They got
Ioka,
Sean Williams, Brandon. Okay, they're Brandon Wilson, and they have. So the weak points of this team probably will be your linebackers and your safeties.
Yeah,
I think Benny Wickery. I think he's going to have a good man. I think he had good man coverage last season.
For Carolina?
Yeah.
I think Carolina more of a zone type team.
I really think he had good man coverage, though, honestly. Don't quote me on that, but I think he did. I'm not sure.
So what is our final thoughts on the Bengals?
Madden-wise, this is a easily top 8 to 10 team. They got youth. I mean, they got good youth. Good running back. Outstanding receiver. The receiver's a game changer. So it's a great team.
Yeah, I think the receivers are the best, probably the best group of receivers on the game. If you had to rank these guys 1 through 4, Los, how you rank them team wise?
I'd go Pittsburgh, Bengals, Browns, and then skip some spaces, and then I'd say the Ravens.
The Ravens are. I didn't realize. I knew they were bad, but damn.
Yeah, like I would choose a Canadian Football League team over the Ravens.
Man.
But you know, you got the fan in the league that's really like a really good player. So if he build these boys up the champions, then you know you gonna have to pat him on the back for that, man.
And he's a great team builder, so like I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, but I don't even know what pieces. I don't even know what pieces he can move to even get draft picks.
Free agency is gonna be your best.
I mean, the pieces he moved gonna be starters, so he gonna have to put in. He want to plug in. I don't know, man. His work gonna be cut out for him.
He can't trade. He can't trade back because he already back, yo.
Right. So he's not gonna be able to add anybody to that team.
I don't know what their cap situation is either, so that's going to be a factor.
Man, Kyle, you might have to drop the AFC North out your top 3 divisions just because of the Ravens.
I mean, I think they're still top 3, but man, the Ravens they're just one of the worst teams on the game.
Yep.
Because Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are so good. I mean, Cleveland they're good. Like I said, if you can move back, if you're a top 10 person and you can move back two times and pick up 2 pieces and 2 or 3 pieces and get the Browns, you're in a good situation.
And the way the Ravens are and how far behind they are in building, and the Steelers being old, Cleveland might be the move in the AFC North. They got young talent, and that talent could last you a whole release.
I will go.
Yes, sir.
I like the best. I think I like Pittsburgh the best in this division. I thought the same rankings Los had: Pittsburgh, then Cincinnati, then Cleveland, then the Ravens. They.
See, my rankings a little bit different than y'all's. Honestly, Madden wise, I like Cincinnati. I like Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and then Baltimore. I like Cincinnati.
Y'all got any last thoughts?
No, appreciate you having me. It was fun.
Any last thoughts?
Nah, man. It's a pretty good division. The rookies make this division real sexy, though. I will say that. Even the Alabama boys out of with Baltimore, Humphrey and Williams.
Right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully we shed some light on some of these teams and help you make a better decision in picking teams. Our next episode, let me get y'all a vote. We're gonna do either AFC South or NFC South.
AFC South would be my favorite division. Like skill wise, those teams are loaded.
So the next episode we're gonna do AFC South and AFC South. Man, that's when I say 4 good teams. That is 4 really good teams. That's probably my number 1 division.
Yes, sir.
Them
AFC
one.
South is gonna have to be a 3-hour show.
Yeah, that team, that division there, boy. Whew. All right, hey, appreciate y'all coming through, man. We're gonna be up out of here, man.